Welcome to the Women on Fire podcast. We're on a mission to help you have your best menopause and rest of your life. I'm your host, Jenna. I'm an accredited integrative health and menopause coach, and I've studied nutritional awareness, women's hormones through a functional medicine lens, and explored various modalities, including breathwork, mindset, and positive psychology. Join me and my guests as we discuss how to navigate the natural life transition of menopause and growing older. From waistlines, waning libidos, and what to wear now we're over 40, we discuss it all. Women on Fire is sponsored by MenoMe, a New Zealand-based Australasian company by women for women. MenoMe specialises in scientifically validated all-natural supplements so you can experience freedom in menopause. So today we're going to talk about 40 plus. 40 plus is designed for women in perimenopause because on average women enter perimenopause at around 40. 55 plus, which we also have, is for women in postmenopause because on average women go into postmenopause around this time. So in this episode we're going to concentrate on 40 plus, what it contains and how it works. So 40 plus contains pure estrogen 100, which we call a superheroine ingredient. It's a blend of 3 herbal root extracts that have been used for centuries in traditional Asian medicine and culinary circles. In fact, it's got 400 years of documented use. To bamboozle you with some tricky names, and don't even try and spell these or say them, listen to them once and then maybe lose it. These herbal extracts come from Synancum wild-40, which is a type of climbing vine, Phlomis ambrosa, which is a Jerusalem sage, and Angelica gigas naki, which is used quite often as a food as well as a herbal remedy. We use them together in a powdered form in 40 plus capsules. It's the herbal root extracts that are dried out and then they're crushed into a powder. What's really important here and special about estrogen 100 is that it's been through pharmaceutical grade clinical trials which showed regular use facilitated a 62% improvement in menopausal symptoms such as fatigue, depression, anxiety, sleep disorders or sleep disruption, hot flushes and night sweats, joint pain, and something called formication. I've never experienced this. I don't think I'd like to, but it's a feeling of bugs crawling under your skin, vaginal dryness, and tingling extremities, which is also called paresthesia. And this feels like numbness, pins and needles, or tingling, usually in your feet. I think it can happen in your hands as well. So there are quite a few symptoms there that the clinical trials showed it helps with, which is good news for so many of us in perimenopause. What's more, estrogen 100 has been found in those very same clinical trials to be very, very safe, even for women who have had or who are at risk of hormone-sensitive breast cancer. So that's really important to know because I know women that have experienced that or who are at risk of do worry about what they can use to help them. I think it's also important to let you know that estrogen was also found to have a very beneficial effect on bone health. In fact, it increased bone density after 12 weeks of use, which is amazing. Estrogen works rather beautifully with the body's natural hormonal metabolism. You see, a lot of the signs and symptoms of menopause, particularly in perimenopause, are due to fluctuating and declining levels of estrogen. I mean, it doesn't go quietly, okay? It just goes along like a roller coaster before it shuts up shop. So we have estrogen receptors all over our bodies and in our brain, and estrogen can work with those receptors indirectly as what is known as a SERM, or selective estrogen receptor modulator. To make it simple for you, it basically works with your body's own biochemistry to regulate estrogen gently, naturally, and safely. And like I mentioned before, it also supports bone density, but as well as that, it supports human growth levels. So it helps to protect against osteoporosis, which is a weakened bone condition that we become very vulnerable to, and cardiovascular disease risk. And as an added bonus, studies show it also improves hair, skin, and nails. So how do you take 40 Plus? It's very simple. You just take 2 capsules in the morning or the evening, depending on your routine. What's important is that you take it daily. And so it's best to take it when you personally will remember it. And if you don't like taking capsules, you can just crack it open and add the powder to a smoothie. It's quite simple. Of course, you may choose to use 55 Plus for perimenopause. The choice is yours and will depend on your budget, other supplements you may be taking, and whether you want extra support before entering postmenopause while you're still in perimenopause before you move into postmenopause. You can check out our 55 Plus episode to find out more on that. So I hope this episode has been helpful. If it sparked any questions for you, please DM us at MenoMe 100 on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll happily answer them for you. And if you'd like more information, simply go to our website at www.menome, that's menome.co.nz.